Hi Scorpio, this is Kacee with your messages from heaven. Thank you so much for tuning in. Shae and I are so grateful to have all of you here with us. This is a timeless reading, and I just want to mention that I'm recording this in November of 2019. This message is going to be about your communication with people from the other side. This is all about how they now communicate because it's on a different frequency. It's multi-dimensional for them. So they're still on their soul journey, as well as peeking in and guiding us and loving us from the other side. That connection does not stop. The way they communicate is way different now because they're doing things through an energy standpoint. So they're going to be leaving us little gifts like pennies or feathers or moving stuff like our car keys. You'll also maybe hear things, smell things that remind you of this person, whether it's perfume or cologne, flowers, whatever triggers your memory to associate it with them. That's what they're going to muster up. So we have to learn how to acknowledge the way that they communicate with us now. Your spirit message coming in to start the reading is dream talk. And it says, your subconscious constantly and subtly speaks through your dreams. It's just one of the many ways in which your soul and those here in the spirit world can reach out and communicate with you through signs, symbols, messages, and more. Now, if you guys listen to my other readings, you know that I do a lot of dream talking with my people from on the other side. And I talk about it a lot because it's important for us to know that those images that we get of our loved ones in our dreams, whether they're just simply hanging curtains and helping you out, that's their way of presenting themselves to you so that you know that they're okay. When we're awake and we have so much going on and there's so much chatter and so many demands, we don't hear the messages as clearly as they want us to. So being asleep, meditating, taking time out for yourselves, taking a walk without any electronics, and just listening to nature, you'll hear the messages a lot more clearly. You'll be able to interpret them because you don't have that chatter in your head about, did I pay this bill? Did I, get the laundry done? Does this one have their uniform for tomorrow? All that kind of stuff has to stop because we're blocking the messages. And because there's love here on this side with this person, it transcends to the other realm. And so you will always have that connection with them. And they're always trying to help us and guide us and let us know that they're there. They don't miss a beat. They know exactly what we're doing. They know exactly what our trials and struggles are. And they also see our accomplishments. So when they want to get through to us and we're blocking them, they will come to us in our dreams, and they will come repetitively if you don't listen, okay? My grandfather used to do that to me a lot when he wanted to reach out to a family member that was blocking him because that family member was going through something and they were not open to the messages. They weren't paying attention. So my grandfather circumnavigated them and went through me, and then I had to call them up and give them the message, and I wasn't even sure what the message was, to be honest with you. And then through the conversation, it made perfect sense. So know that they will continually come to you in your dreams until you get the message and you figure out what it is that you're supposed to do for them. And again, this could be meditation. This could be any which way that you relax and you're able to shut your mind off. So know that they are there. They are speaking to you. I had a dream about my mother-in-law one time, and it was a very gray, dark room, and it was a huge, huge house that just kept expanding for some reason. And she was hanging up a yellow curtain. When I woke up, I thought that was very odd. I'm like, why would it be a black and white dream, but my mother-in-law is holding up a yellow curtain? And she's putting it on the window. She turns and she smiles at me. And in my dream, I just thought it was perfectly normal, even though I knew in my dream she had passed. And I'm like, why is she here? What does that signify? And come to find out, after I meditated and thought about it, it was just her way of saying, there's hope. It's okay. It's not as dark and dreary of what you're going through right now. Find the bright spot. And she was a very bright, vibrant energy anyway, so that doesn't surprise me. But it really took me a little while to figure out what her message was. And here we have clarity of belief. So this is telling me that you have to believe in what you feel, what you see, and what you dream. Know for sure that that is your loved one, that is your favorite person that has crossed over. Know that when you believe these things, and you open up to that mystery, it will flow a lot easier. The messages will make more sense faster. You'll be able to dissect what it is that they're telling you, but you have to believe in it. You can't just brush it off and be like, oh, well, I miss my mom, so I dreamed about her. Yes, you miss mom, but when you miss her, she's taking that opportunity to come in and say, I'm okay, I'm still here with you. So don't dismiss it. You know, it is not a coincidence that when you're missing someone so badly, you feel them around you, or you smell their cologne, or you dream about them. They're coming in at that time because they feel your grief, they feel your sadness, they feel that separation that you're experiencing, and they're trying to come in and give you some hope. They're trying to let you know that they're still here, that there's still communication. So don't dismiss that when it happens. Really believe in what's happening around you. Journal it, write it down, do what you have to do so that you won't forget. If I have a very intense, detailed dream, I will write down every single thing that I can remember, and then I'm able to look back on it and be like, oh yeah, I understand that now, that makes sense. Look at the date. It was right around someone's birthday or someone's passing or a special event, and then it really makes sense later on. And sometimes we can't make sense of it while we're going through it. But just know that once you believe, and you fully believe it in your heart and in your soul, things will actually kick it up a notch, and you'll be able to see more of their energies while you're awake and doing your regular routine, whether it's at work, driving, however. And don't dismiss the radio, okay? Because there was one time that I was really thinking about my grandmother, and I was driving to work, and 2 songs came on back to back that really spoke of memories of her. And I was like, okay, my Nana's in the car with me right now. She's just letting me know that she's here with me, and that's my confirmation. And that's all we need is confirmation. So Scorpio, you're coming in with your soul journey message as grief. And it says, I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. And this is a beautiful card because grief is one of the heaviest energies we carry with us, whether it's something we grieve of something we did and we're remorseful about it, or it's something that about the person that has crossed over. And that heavy energy really weighs us down, and it can be negative because it's not allowing us to raise our vibration. It's holding us in a pattern that is not healthy, and we have to release it. So when we release it, we're able to hear the messages clearly because our soul is brighter, our heart is lighter, and we're able to be more of a beacon and be able to reciprocate that energy back and forth, and know for sure with clarity of belief in dream talk that as you go through your grief process and you start to heal and you start to accept the separation, that more messages are going to come through, but the grief is blocking the messages. And it's really hard to get through the grief. You know, you miss this person terribly. You just want to call them on the phone. You want to hug. You want to kiss. You want to hear their voice. However that resonates with you. But know that they're on the other side, still communicating. And that is huge because we do not lose that communication with them. It's just different. And we, on the physical, have to learn how they're going to communicate with us because each one of our loved ones does it in a different way. Let's go ahead and pull an oracle. You have some cards popping here, so let's just go ahead and shuffle these real quick. The fledgling. Okay, now this card is important because this is talking about learning something new and being very open to new beginnings. A fledgling is a young witch that's learning her craft. She's learning things about her abilities. She's learning things about what she wants to be able to manifest and know that she has the power to do so. But she's not the crone, okay? She doesn't have all the experience with this. So this is something that she's learning as she goes. She's running with it as it comes. So this is where your energy is right now. You're learning the new new way of communication with your loved one from the other side. You're learning to open up and realize that there's a bigger picture behind everything that's happening. And if they can have a journey when they cross over and still have the ability to cross that veil and communicate with us, then there's got to be something better for us on the other side. So while we go through the grief and the depression and the separation, know that that is part of our journey so that we can appreciate what we have, appreciate that we had them for as long as we did. And when we're able to kind of learn all these new things, we open ourselves up, we raise our vibration, we understand a lot more, and we're more confident in ourselves in what they're saying through the different ways that they communicate, and know that our loved ones are always with us. That's a beautiful card. I love that card. You know, we always have something to learn. And as we stay within that grief process, we kind of allow ourselves to heal, but it's also time to kind of let that energy go bit by bit and become stronger and be more confident in the way we communicate with our loved ones. And that's what they're asking from you right now, Scorpio. And your angel message today is patience. And it reads, now is the time to learn, study, and gather information. Enjoy being a student, because in the future, you will synthesize your knowledge into action. So you have two cards here that are talking about being a student and starting from day one, okay? You know, we're in kindergarten here when it comes to our spiritual journey, and we're always learning something, and there's always something that we can expand on. Believe in yourself, believe in the messages, believe in the communication that you have with the other side. Try to work through your grief as best as you can so that you can open up your energies and accept more of their communication, and know that you are not alone. Know that those dreams are real. Know that they're reaching out to you, even if they're so bizarre and they make no sense at all. But it was really clear that your loved one was there, you know, talking to you, holding you, showing you, waving, smiling, whatever it is they were able to do. Know that that was real and that was for you. Thank you so much for letting me read for you today, Scorpio. I hope the message helps. If you want to give me a comment or shoot me an email, I would love to chat with you if you have any questions. If you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe. I would love to have you back. Take care.